This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. We gotta talk about Jaylen Brown, because at this point, the conversation can't be ignored anymore. People have tried to downplay what he brings to the table, still treating him like he's just riding next to Jayson Tatum. But if you've actually been watching the games, you know that narrative is cooked. Let's check out what he had to say about this.
I would say Shay. Shay nice. Nice as I don't like the foul bait, but Shay nice. Shay, you gotta give it to
You don't be foul baiting?
It's a difference between drawing a foul and then flopping. It's like flopping is like acting like you got hit and you didn't get hit. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, no disrespect, no diss to none of those guys, Shay or Brunson. Neither one of them had a better month than I had. But it's all good. Those are great players. But my whole thing is like, what's the rubric? What's the criteria behind? What's the rubric? Like, I don't even know what the right word is.
What's the syllabus?
What's the syllabus? Like, ain't no syllabus for this. Why do they select this? Like, they just be somebody in the back just picking their favorites or like, who signed to, like, what's the rubric? Ain't no rubric. Nobody. I've been selling this to the NBA PA Players Association, and obviously this is controversial, and people just tell me maybe if you keep your mouth closed, maybe you'll win some awards. That's exactly why I'm gonna keep talking, because what me having my mouth closed or open pause has anything to do with awards. But what's the syllabus? What's the rubric? We just kind of like just being told like who's this and who's that, but it's a lot of confusion. I think somebody else should be overseeing this process. I've been saying it for a few years now, but obviously it's gone on deaf ears. I guess the NBA has full autonomy on how they choose and who they choose and what they choose. And, and that's how it's always been.
How you win 2 out of 4 player of the week? Top player of the week?
I just would like to see the union. I would like to see some type of government or something that goes on awards and all this type of stuff, because like it would probably clear up a lot of the confusion and stuff like that. But hey, that's just my thoughts. My thoughts do not make me correct or right. I want to say that. But those 2 dudes, neither one of them had a better month than I had this month. I'm just saying respectfully. At the end of the day, it's just a regular season award. But I just feel like that would have been my first one. I feel like I deserved it. But it's all good. We just gonna keep working. That's why we're here. Like, why I gotta keep my mouth shut to win certain awards?
I'm not mad at Jaylen Brown at all. This doesn't feel like bitterness. It feels like a player who's tired of getting overlooked while doing everything right.
Nah, we're gonna talk about it. Because in reality, obviously it'll be nice, it'll be refreshing, because I feel like I'm better than a lot of these dudes. Hey, it's 2026. We in a New Year's year of the horse. Don't let nobody silence you. Don't let nobody tell you need to be quiet because you'll have a better chance of this and that. Your voice is worth more than anything. My voice is worth more than the player of the month. My voice is worth more than anything. So I'm not saying nothing negative. I'm not saying nothing. It might go against the political, indoctrinated, matriarchal, whatever. But I'm not saying nothing negative. I promote positivity in my community. I give back. So people that got a problem with me, I don't get it. But it's all good. Like, they want me to be quiet and just go with the yellow brick road and follow the yellow brick road and be controlled and do what everybody else is, fall in line. If I had a certain agent, if I was signed to a certain agency, if I was signed to a certain sneaker brand, if I was signed to a certain thing, I probably would have won Player of the Month, not gonna lie. But hey, they gonna think I'm trolling. I am trolling a little bit. It's really not that deep, but it is. It low-key is, though, at the same time.
At the end of the day, this whole situation really comes down to respect and how the league chooses to define greatness. Jaylen Brown is not asking for handouts, sympathy, or hype just for the sake of it. He is asking for his work, his impact, and his consistency to be evaluated the same way as everyone else's. When you watch him play, you see a player who affects the game on both ends of the floor, who takes on the toughest defensive assignments, and who still shows up offensively every single night. This isn't about tearing down other stars or pretending like great players around the league are undeserving. It's about acknowledging when someone is carrying a team, setting the tone, and doing it without shortcuts or whistles dictating the outcome. Jaylen Brown has embraced pressure, embraced criticism, and embraced responsibility, and instead of shrinking, he has elevated his game.